Who got arrested? Who got arrested? Oh, that's right. The guy's been arrested. Interesting. Really? This is interesting, chat. We might have to discuss this. What is this? I think we have stumbled upon something. I heard about this event. I didn't quite know yet. New footage of Raja? Raha? I don't know. Sorry if I butcher that. Arrested outside of an apartment building in Huntington Beach, California, Thursday has been released. Police officers executed an arrest warrant for Jackson 24 days after a violent incident with the Knox Pro Wrestling event in Los Angeles. Jackson was booked in jail in Pacomia and bonded overnight after being held for several hours on a $50,000 bond. Damn. What did he do? I mean, I know he assaulted somebody, but damn, $50,000. That's a lot for a jail bond, right, Chad? That's insane. Hold on. Let's see if anybody's made a video on it. I'm curious. TMZ. Really? Let's read the. Let's read the. Is there an article? I see TMZ's posted a video about it, but is there an NBC, TMZ? Let's check TMZ's. Let's see. I don't know if it's Raha or Raja. Anyways, I'm just gonna say Jackson. Jackson arrested for wrestling attack. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get that. Wow. Jail records show he's still behind bars, being held at $50,000 bond. The arrest, of course, stems from that ugly incident. Yeah. God, this is so sad. Mercifully, after 10 to 11 seconds of repeated blows, other wrestler stepped in and pulled Smith. Oh my God. What? No, I don't care. Jesus. Maybe NBC's got something to talk about. Here we go. Jackson, 25, was arrested Thursday. It's not clear if Jackson has retained legal representation. Los Angeles Police Department did not immediately respond to a request to confirm that the arrest was in connection. Oh, so they don't know if it was within connection to the attack. I think it should have. If it's not for the attack, that's very odd, in my opinion, because that was technically assault. You know what I mean? You know, no matter what way you paint it, it doesn't look good. In my opinion, it doesn't look good at all. You know what I mean? And it's sad that this is what we've resulted to. Cause like I heard apparently maybe the wrestler like made a joke or something like that. Chat. He made like a joke or some shit, and I guess the guy didn't like the joke or what, but he attacked him, and it was big on the news. This is insane. It's very unprofessional though. You know, when you're in the showbiz, you got to learn how to put on a performance, and you got to be able to take, mental blows. You got to be able to take. You got to be able to take blows that might hurt your pride or hurt your feelings, but it's all for the show. And from the video that I saw that was allegedly of this wrestler, making fun of this guy, it was for the show. It's for the entertainment. The guy who got attacked, Psycho Stu, the guy who got attacked, he was clearly just doing his job. He was doing the entertainment process, and this kid just loses his shit and just starts beating him up for no reason. But anyways, let's continue. Video of the event on August 23rd showed Jackson entering the ring during a match. See, he wasn't even a part of the event. This guy was just a bystander. It's this kind of stuff makes me mad though, a little bit. It really does, Chad. Mounting him, punch him in the face 24 times, prompting on the arresters and pull Jackson away. Police responded to the event and said at the time that a felony battery report has been submitted, but no arrest had been made. Oh. Smith, who was unconscious after the attack, was released from the hospital. He suffered trauma to his jaws, laceration on his lips, on maxilla bone fracture, and the loss of several teeth after the attack, according to the Post, which said Smith had a long road to recovery. Yeah, fucking bet. Like, dude, that was uncalled for. Smith did not respond on Friday to a request for comment on Jackson's arrest. The assault, which Knox Pro Wrestling Academy said was not planned, of course, appeared to stem from an incident earlier in the evening. Video showed Smith apparently smashing a can over Jackson. See, this is the thing. He was doing it, causing Jackson to get angry, but another video appeared to show the pair making up. See, this was the whole thing. He was smashing a can on his head because he was doing like a cool thing. It's supposed to be entertainment, you know. A third video appeared to show another wrestler telling Jackson to give someone a receipt, a legitimate strike or attack, usually as a form of retribution for a wayward spot during a match. What was supposed to be planned and agreed upon wrestling spot turned into a selfish, irresponsible act of violence against Mr. Smith, yeah. This egregious act is reprehensible and never should have occurred. Exactly. Quentin Jackson condemned his son's actions at the time, calling the incident bad judgment and work that went wrong. Of course, that's understandable. The term work is used in wrestling to refer to something that is scripted. Exactly. See, Chad, the reason why I know this kind of information, surprisingly so, is not because I'm a loser who's just terminally online. It's actually because I spent a lot of time studying WWE, and most wrestling businesses work the same. And this is how they operate. You know, they do a lot of stuff that you're trying to make it seem as you're trying to make it seem as real as possible. So in order to do that, you have to sell the act, and most people are really good at selling the act, and they're the ones who make the big bucks, you know. But again, this was unscripted, and to this day, people still can't really find a reason why exactly this kid decided to do this. If you want my opinion, I think he felt a little embarrassed, and I guess maybe the wrestler himself, Mr. Smith, I guess he didn't do a very good job at explaining why he did the things that he did to this young kid, and I guess he just lost his temper. You know, I don't think it was premeditated or like race related. I really don't. I think it was just the kid got mad because, you know, he got embarrassed, and that's to an extent understandable from a young person's mind, but to older people it's still reprehensible because you're in a public eye, and you're in a setting where things are supposed to be scripted and you're supposed to be professional, and it was not professional. Raja is an MMA fighter and a pro wrestler and had no business being involved in an event like this. Yeah, the elder Jackson said, "I don't condone my son's actions at all." He added that he was very upset that any of this happened, of course. So, at least the dad's doing a good job. I respect the dad for that. Let's see. What else is there? Arrest. He's been arrested. Let's see what this video is about. Ads.
Right, so quick video today, not the regularly scheduled programming we get on this channel, but there was some major breaking news that I saw when I woke up this morning, and it's
I don't like this video. We'll try some else. No offense to Top 10 Wrestling. What's the topmost one? That was 3 weeks ago. TMZ. Oh, here's the video. Oh, look at this. There they go. They got the dog out? For what? Oh, no. I don't think they got the canine out, right? That's interesting. Let's see. Maybe I should be more specific. Let's see. Maybe we can... Oh, this is a new story. It's just now breaking. I wonder if there's any information on Twitter. Let's see. Let's see if there's any information on Twitter. September 18th. 13 hours ago. God, that video was so brutal, though. For what, man? For what? Jesus. I don't see any videos. All right, look. We'll watch a little bit of we'll watch a little bit of the video that I was just watching. Where is it at? Where did it go? So this is.
All right, so it's finally happened. At this very moment, Raja Jackson is
We'll watch this one. This is a little. It's short.
behind bars as TMZ Sports is reporting that on early Thursday morning, Los Angeles police took him into custody on felony charges.
I'm glad
and
they
he's
blurred
currently
it.
being held on $50,000
Oh,
bail.
Jesus.
Oh, are you really going to believe TMZ is a news source? Yes, I am, seeing as they're the same guys that broke the news of Michael Jackson, Prince, and Kobe Bryant's deaths. Of course, they're known for being a tabloid news publication, but they're actually pro.
I usually don't like TMZ either. But, you know, hey, news is news. You can't really fake a police arrest. We don't quite know for what reason, but you can't really fake it.
Those at breaking news in the world of entertainment. The only thing that I'm annoyed about with them when it comes to this story is that they claim that they obtained court records confirming Raj has been arrested, but they didn't post any pictures of the documents. But I'm an internet sleuth, so I found it myself. I checked the LA Sheriff's Department inmate search, and lo and behold, Raja Jackson, born in 2000, was arrested at 9 a.m. on Thursday and is still currently in police custody. And
This guy went deep into the roots to make sure, man. I respect that. Shit.
on that note, what the fuck took so long? I understand that prosecutors want to build an airtight case and all, but the entire live stream is free to watch on YouTube. The entire second half of the live stream is Raja audibly telling his chat that he's going to beat the shit out of Psycho Stu.
What the fuck? Really? I didn't even know that. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I was on the kid's side for a little while, but you know what? Never mind. If it's that premeditated, prosecutors are gonna have a lot of fun with this case, man. Man. Fuck. Shit.
Only to then proceed to beat the shit out of Psycho Stu. It does not get any more premeditated than that. Regardless, I am just going to be satisfied that justice is finally going to be served to this dude that should have been arrested the day after the incident.
Facts, because if it was any other person, they probably would have been arrested right there on the spot, not gonna lie. I don't know how LAPD just let this guy get away with shit like that. That's literally that was literally assault and battery, you know? Maybe first degree, I don't know. Considering it was premeditated, more than likely. Like, oh god, Jesus.
It took place. I really want to know what specific charges they hit.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. I did not do a lot of research on this before I got into this topic. I just stumbled upon this. We have found a rabbit hole, so I'm very interested.
Raja with. I mean, according to the inmate search, they charged him with exactly one felony, so I would assume it's like attempted murder or at the very
Attempted murder? Damn. Shit.
very least first-degree battery. The fact that this guy has been allowed to remain free for close to a month after trying to kill a guy on live stream
That
is
is pretty
insane.
crazy.
Anybody that has the capacity to try to kill another person
Yeah, here's the
over getting
clip.
hit with a prop can should not be walking
Yeah,
in regular
see?
society.
Yeah, you see, he hit him with the prop can. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a entertainment
Moreover, a
thing.
guy that can accept 3 separate apologies from another man and then still try to kill him
And then the guy, yeah, that's right. This guy said this guy apologized right after. The victim actually apologized to this young lad.
just because he got rage baited by his chat needs to be in prison until he gets a better grasp on reality. But you know what? Even as I say all this, Raj is going to be let out on bail within the next day or two for sure. Rampage absolutely has $50,000 lying around, not to mention he even admitted on livestream prior to the incident taking place that he already set bail money aside for Raja because he knew he would get in trouble with the law.
Rogers and his oldest son whole life.
Wow.
I knew
Hey, good dad though. Props to the dad.
them two wasn't going to college, and my two Japanese kids, I knew they was going to college, so I saved up college tuition for the 2 Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So don't fuck with him. If you go to jail, I'm just going to bail him out.
This shit is crazy. Raja is a rich kid that was probably given everything that he wanted in order to succeed, and he threw it all away over some internet clout. He's not
Wow.
a good MMA fighter, but people knew about him because he's Rampage's son. He's
Yeah.
definitely not a good streamer, but because he's streaming.
I do know Rampage Jackson. But I did not know his son.
streamed with his dad, he was able to build a bigger live stream following than like 95% of streamers who've been grinding for years. This dude was born with a golden ticket, and he even chose a career path where he didn't even need any talent in order to succeed, and he still found a way.
Hey, whoa, buddy. Hey, easy on the friendly fire here, man. You know, us content creators, okay, we do our jobs. You know, right, guys? We do our jobs. I think we do a very good job at what we do, right? You know, we sit here on our lazy asses and we discuss things on the internet instead of going outside and actually discussing it, right? That's what we do, right? We look at drama and laugh at other people. We're the shit on the bottom of somebody's shoe. But easy on the friendly fire there, buddy. I'm going to hell.
Way to fuck it up. I really wonder how much jail time Raj is gonna get hit with, because let's assume that he's been hit with either felony battery or attempted murder.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if it's a felony for attempted murder or like really aggravated battery, it's like years. You know, yeah. For example, see right here, didn't I? Well, so yeah. Up to 6 months in county jail or $2,000 fine, while aggravated battery can result up to 4 years in jail or a $10,000 fine. It'll probably be either. I'm gonna say, this is my prediction. I think it's gonna either be. I think the court is gonna rule for maybe 2 years and a fine of $3,000, or just the outright $10,000 fine. I think it really depends on if the victim. Like what the victim wants to charge him with, because they're going to bring the victim in, obviously. If that's what he got arrested for. Again, nobody's quite sure, but more than likely it's this. The guy who got the victim actually seemed to be pretty like cool. Like he seemed like a pretty cool dude. So I don't know though. If somebody came up there and beat my ass after I was trying to be cool with them and stuff, and they fucked me up like bad, I don't know. I might send your ass to jail too. I don't know though. It depends.
It seems like in California, a felony battery conviction would be about 4 years in prison. That being said, California separates attempted murder into first degree and second degree, and let's just say if Raj has been hit with first degree murder, then we might not be seeing him for a very long time.
Yeah, if it's a big charge.
Because first degree murder can carry a sentence of life in prison, whereas second degree is usually anywhere from 5 to 9 years. And if you're asking me for my completely meaningless legal opinion, I feel like 9 years does sound fair to me. You might disagree with me.
9 years? Nah, yeah, I do disagree, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't know about 9 years. Maybe 5. I'd give it 5.
But a life sentence seems a bit long, but that's just my opinion. I feel like 9 years is not too short, but it's not too long. I feel like it's fair. Of course, I think what Raj...
5 years in county jail with parole. If I was a judge, that's probably what I'd give him. That or $10,000. No. $17,000 fine. There we go.
Did was utterly heinous, and I would be disgusted if he was given a slap on the wrist over this, but I also feel like a substantial sentence...
Because it seems to be very, very, very premeditated throughout all the footage, and this is the problem of him being a live streamer, is that he has every single word that he spoke all on camera. So a prosecution team is going to have a wild day. And it's like his attorney is going to have to work their ass off. Because the prosecution is they're gonna eat him alive in court, man. Jesus.
Needs to be given to deter other degenerate IRL streamers from doing stuff like this to gain internet fame. Streamers these days are
a degenerate IRL streamer. Now hold on, let me check this guy. Oh, he's a kick streamer. Never mind. I'm not even gonna attempt to. Never mind. I was gonna check his numbers, but I don't think he's a degenerate. I wouldn't say that.
Out of control, and although Raja isn't the first to get arrested for doing stupid ass shit on his live stream, I think that given how widespread this story became, they need to make an example out of him. Does it suck that it has to happen to Rampage Jackson's kid? Not really. Something like this was bound to happen eventually, and even though it's crazy that the son of an MMA legend did this, ultimately he's just a dude that doesn't have the emotional control needed to function in normal society. It sucks.
Especially if you can't take a joke from a wrestler and you're an MMA fighter and you go in there and almost damn near kill the man. I mean, it's like the writing's on the wall.
him that he let his chat influence his actions like this, but at the end of the day, the guy's a fully grown adult.
And
He's
him
old
getting
enough to
rage baited
vote,
by his chat is even crazier.
He's old enough to drink, and he's old enough to make all of his decisions in life. Thus, he's old enough to be held accountable for his actions, and I
Facts.
absolutely do not feel any sympathy for him. Honestly, I don't even feel bad for Rampage either. Ever since the Psycho Stu incident happened, he's basically turned his back on Raja and focused on his live stream instead.
We haven't heard or seen Raja since the night, since the incident. How is he doing?
I don't know.
He's teaching that boy discipline. Rampage Jackson don't play. Rampage Jackson is a good dad. I still think Rampage Jackson is a good dad. I swear to God, man. Like this guy, he knows what to do with a disobedient like child like that, man. He understands. Can't give them what they want.
I don't talk to Roger no more, so I don't know. I won't
Since
talk.
I don't blame him for
Turning
that.
your back on your son and not talking to him is crazy, but what's even crazier is
No, it's not crazy. You want to act out? You want to act a fool? You want to be a piece of shit? You want to go around and beating random people's asses? Well, guess what? Your parents don't have to have nothing to do with your ass, especially if you're a grown adult. No. I have no problem with this guy doing that at all, because if I was a parent, I'd do the same thing. My parents would do the same thing to me too. Where do you think I learned it from? Where do you think I learned it from, chat? Come on. I don't judge the father at all whatsoever. I don't judge Rampage at all.
doing live streams with kids like Neon while your son's freedom hangs in the balance. Instead of being at home and
What did he say?
crazier is doing live streams with kids like Neon while your son's freedom hangs in the balance.
Oh,
Instead
Lord.
of being at home and holding it down with your family, this guy's been doubling down on streaming and making content. Gotta milk the controversy somehow, I guess. And I don't doubt that Rampage is going to get Raja the best lawyers that money can buy, but this whole situation has really shown what sort of person Rampage is. He's a man-child that ended up raising another man-child with anger issues. Anyways, that's the video for
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. No, no. I don't know. Whatever. Alright. I'm done with that. Anyways. Okay. Shoutouts to ITP MMA Live, I guess. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Put that in chat. Cool peeps. Alright. I think I'm done with that for now. Raja Jackson has been arrested finally. Well, at least maybe justice will be served. We will see. We will definitely see.